Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, made a rare court appearance when he apologized to the Nigerian judiciary. So you see, whether Nnamdi Kanu apologized to the Nigerian judiciary or not, Nnamdi Kanu is a brave man. I don't know how you say it. Because this man is saying something here. Nnamdi Kanu is someone who fights and look back, and that is a good fighter. Anybody when they fight, if they look back, you be a good fighter. Because looking at your back is just like trying to, see those who are still coming after you and how to, take care of them. First of all, Nnamdi Kanu outburst on the 10th of February has given birth to this new trial now. Nnamdi Kanu have already sent the message. You know that they talk say, if broken plate break, you cannot assemble it again. So no matter how Nigerian government will go about it, Nnamdi Kanu have sent a message to the world, and the world have come to understand how corrupt our judiciary system is. So that was a message he sent, and he have, shot a goal for doing that. I see some Nigerians who are saying Nnamdi Kanu apologize for what? He cannot apologize, this and that. See, now who gets sense? Now they fight the preach. You cannot fight. If you get sense, you know they fight to finish. You finish all your strength. No. You go fight and reserve your strength for tomorrow. And that was what Nnamdi Kanu has done. So those of us who have been saying, why did he apologize for everything? We understand he's frustrated with the whole thing, with the whole system. He has been in this case now for over 10 years. And this is a very clear case. When we say you see him, and somebody they tell you, say, what do they see? Now white and now black. Is really frustrating. You get. And how can somebody be in a case for good 10 years? They see the head. They are playing trickish inside the matter. So you say the person should not be frustrated. So I feel that what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did, he sent message to the world for them to understand how corrupt our Nigerian system, judiciary, has become. Now coming back to say, I am sorry the way I acted, because in a courtroom, nobody's supposed to act like that. It's not a bad thing. You get. Now, a lot of those involved have called the action a step towards the long-awaited diplomatic resolution to his captivity in front of Justice James Omotosho of the Abuja Federal High Court. Kanu apologized through his attorney, citing his accusations against Justice Binta Enyako in particular. Kanu apologized to the Nigerian government's legal team, which was led by Adegbenga Amowolo, for his attack on Justice Binta Enyako during the court appearance. He apologized through Kanu Agbepe, his new lead counsel, due to his advocacy for the establishment of the sovereign state of Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu has been on trial for roughly 10 years. Kanu caused a stir in public court when he asked the judge to rescue herself from his trial in September 2024, while he was standing before Justice Enyako on accusation relating to terrorism. Kanu interrupted the proceedings from the courthouse dock, declaring that he has no legal trust. He has declaring that he has no longer trusted her and requesting that she quickly disqualify herself, please pardon me. Kanu had accused Inyako of being biased, saying Justice Binta Inyako using her position for personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges, and the Nigerian government, told them, the judge and the court, that if they convict me, they will free the son and the husband. The Nigerian government sent her to my case so they can release or smoothen the pathway for the husband and the son. Agbebi, however, praised Kanu as a nice man and begged that they should try to save rather than destroy, and that mistake should be allowed. In response to Kanu's apologies, activist attorney Madubuchi Idam stated that the defendants will greatly benefit from the apology, which shows weakness in court. He stated to the newsmen, I will first of all commend Nnamdi Kanu and his family for bringing Kanu Agbebi into his defense. He was a thoughtful act, and I must commend them for that. I must tell you that the apology rendered by Agbebi on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu to the court is a commendable act. It is the best way to start his defense, considering what happened at the defense, considering what happened at the last adjourned date with the previous judge. Nnamdi Kanu needs to be clothed with a personality of meekness, a personality that deserves favor from the court, having displayed such an outburst before the previous court, and that is what Agbebi has done. Nobody is permitted to disrespect the court, no matter how intelligent or highly placed in the society you are. Having acknowledged that, Agbebi is a very caliber legal saga, a man that enjoys the toga of respect from the court. He has done the best by starting off with an apology to the court. It was well deserved, and that apology will work in Kanu's favor, especially with Kanu's involvement. As an astute learned senior advocate who wears an adorable personality where it is prided with respect before the court in every court in Nigeria, you can know that Agbebi was once an Attorney General of the Federation and is one of the few still in active practice and enjoys a place of reverence in our courts. So bringing him into his defense was a thoughtful act, and I commended him for that. The matter is in court, and the demeanor of a defendant before the courts matters a lot. Remember that the court is mind and presided over by a human being whose conscience has not been destroyed by the mere fact that he is a judge. So if the court is presided over by a human being who understands words, a human being who understands what it means to be respected, of course, I can tell you that a unique and respectable disposition before the court will work in favor of the defendant. And yes, Idam further emphasized that Kanu's apology did not constitute a confession of criminal activity or an admission of guilty in front of the court. So the apology is not an admission, neither it is a confession before the court. Neither is a confession before the court. So it does not mean that he has confessed to the crime that he's being charged with. It was an art of reference and respect to the court, given his personality and outburst, which has created an impression around his personality. So whether deserving or not, the apology became very necessary, especially before this new judge, so that the judge can approach Kanu with a conception of a character that deserves the compassion of the court. If not, with the perceived disrespect meted on the previous judges, this judge, being a human, cannot shine away and pretend not to know that there was such an outburst before his brother justice by Kanu. So it became necessary that such an apology be tendered, and Kanu has done well by doing that. He has demonstrated that he is a learned senior in our bar and has demonstrated a rare and uncommon knowledge of the job that he was drafted to perform, he added. So guys, you've all heard it now. What's your take on this? Please, let's hear from you. Kindly drop your comments below the comment section. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. And bye for now.